This is the Cholo News Report for Tuesday 04 December 2018. Qatar announces that it is withdrawing from OPEC in January 2019, after almost 60 years of membership, to focus on natural gas production. Al-Kabi said the Gulf state had reviewed ways to enhance its role internationally, including focusing on its gas industry. He added that Qatar would still attend the OPEC meeting in Vienna that starts on Thursday, and will set oil policy for next year. However, oil prices surged on Monday after the United States and China agreed a 90-day truce in their trade war at a weekend meeting of the G20 nations in Argentina. The body of former President George H.W. Bush arrives on special air mission from Houston to Washington, D.C. at the Joint Base Andrews. Speaker Paul Ryan, Ruiz, said that Bush, the first president he was able to vote for after becoming old enough to cast a ballot, taught him that in a democracy, sometimes you fall short and how you handle that fact is just as important as how you win. In brief remarks, Vice President Mike Pence said that Bush's example of loving his family and serving his country will always inspire, and that his lifetime of service will be enshrined in the hearts of the American people forever. As Bush's casket arrived at the Capitol, "Hail to the Chief" was played and a 21-gun salute fired in front of the reflecting pool adjacent to the National Mall. Bush was carried up the steps of the U.S. Capitol as the setting sun cast a pastel sky over Washington, in a final nod to one of America's great public servants. 30 years ago, on the west front of this Capitol, George Herbert Walker Bush addressed the nation. "For the first time as our president," McConnell said in his tribute on the rotunda floor. NASA's OSIRIS-REx arrives at the asteroid Bennu. OSIRIS-REx will make a series of passes over the asteroid at a range of 4.3 miles, for an initial survey to better determine its mass, rate of spin and shape. Dan Floretta, the principal investigator of OSIRIS-REx, said he was particularly interested in gleaning information about organic molecules like amino acids, the building blocks of proteins found on Earth, that are also known to exist in interstellar space. In July 2020, the spacecraft, about the size of a sport utility vehicle, is scheduled to slowly descend and bounce off the surface like a pogo stick, at a gentle pace of a quarter mile per hour. A sampling head, which looks like an automobile air filter, will shoot a burst of nitrogen to kick up dirt and small rocks during the 3 to 5 seconds it is in contact with the surface. Soyuz MS-11 successfully launches from the Baikonur Cosmodrome in Kazakhstan, carrying Roscosmos cosmonaut Oleg Kononenko, NASA astronaut Anne McLean, and CSA astronaut David Sainchaks for Expedition 58 to the International Space Station. They were greeted upon arrival Monday by the station's current crew members, NASA's Serena Aunen-Chancellor, Russian Sergei Prokopyev and German Alexander Gerst, who were waiting outside the capsule's hatch when it opened at 1:37 a.m., 2:40 p.m.